What's up, everybody? I am in my car. You can probably see my breath. I'm about to drive over to the gym, get my workout in, and film a video for my fitness channel, my other channel, shameless plug. This video I'm going to be talking about the objection that your services are too expensive. So, the easiest way to avoid this objection, and all objections really, is to never get them in the first place. So, hey, easier said than done. How do we do that? The key thing that has to happen in your presentation is that you need to cover common points of objection and do a good job presenting your services in your meeting in such a way that people, your potential client, doesn't have questions afterwards. They see all that they need to see, and it conveys the value of your services effectively. So if you're getting this objection, it is your fault. You have to take the blame for this because you've not done a proper job of explaining the value of your services. And this is something that I have definitely fallen into. As you guys know, I only have one client. I've had a handful of meetings, and this is the hardest part. Explaining to them confidently that you will make them more than $1,000 a month from what you're doing. By the way, guys, if you're interested in following along as I strive to thrive in my life, get more clients, get more money, get more business, please consider subscribing. I'd love to have you along the way. So I'll kind of start with the formula for handling most objections, handling any objection really. This is what you're gonna wanna do, whether it be the price, whether it be, oh, how are we gonna track this, or how am I supposed to trust you when you don't have any experience? What you want to do is agree with them, acknowledge that this is a legitimate concern and is worth paying attention to. It's a good question. I can see why you'd be concerned with that. And the second step is just say what you're going to say anyway. You know, just give your answer straight up. Yeah, $1,000 is a lot to pay in a month, but you know, just keep in mind that Facebook estimated we're going to be getting about 50 clicks to this offer, as I showed you before, per day. And you know, only if 5% of those people convert, based on the things that we know about your restaurant, average customer spends about $50 in here. If we can get 5 people every day to come in and redeem that, then that's $500 a day. So when we really math it out like that, does that still seem like a very high price to be paying for my services? So you got to frame stuff like that, you know, and also always remember to like say something positive about them. Yeah, I understand it's a lot to be paying for sure, but remember how we looked at the Facebook ad manager. We're going to be getting about 50 clicks, and because your website's so good, you know, we might be able to expect a pretty high conversion rate on those clicks, you know. So the traffic that we'll be driving is going to a good place, and also because we know you're a great restaurant, then people are going to come back more than once. You know, regulars at a restaurant come there a couple times a month. Maybe they even tell a friend about it, and they definitely don't come alone either. So like that average $50 for one person that we're redeeming from this offer might turn into $100 for one trip, $200, $400 if they come back 3-4 times over the next year. So we really got to think about it in a long-term way. So it really all comes back to the presentation, and because most of the common objections should be handled in your presentation, then you can kind of call back to a previous point in the meeting and rehash in greater detail some of the points that may have caused the objection, since you didn't go over them as well. So the pricing objection specifically, how do we really go in depth and address this objection? The thing that it really goes down to is the long-term value of the customer, that you need to know about the business, and you need to go over that in the meeting with them and show how that number can be scaled through your advertising strategies. I actually made a video all about how to price your services based on the long-term value of a customer. I can link it in the card on the video up here to kind of go over it briefly. What you want to do is look at every step of the Facebook ad funnel with that long-term value of a customer number in mind. So the first thing you're going to show them, and you show them this in the meeting, you kind of walk through how to make a Facebook ad, which will go over each step and show them what you're actually doing. So once you've worked out your offer with them, you're gonna want to know how. Let's use a different example than a restaurant. We'll use a gym, for example. If your offer is a free 7-day trial membership for the gym, and they cost $50 a month, and the average person stays for 4 months. So $200 is what one person coming up all the way up the ladder and redeeming would earn them. So in a month, you need to get 5 people to join the gym to pay for $1,000 a month. And maybe if it's a smaller gym even, you don't start at $1,000. Maybe you're a beginner and you want to make sure for sure that you can get 5 to 10 people to join the gym, or they don't have as much of a budget and they can't invest that much. But so what you do is you run through this math with them. So we're making your offer in Facebook, free 7-day trial. So if you're making the ad in Facebook Ad Manager, it says you can estimate, maybe you live in a busier city and it estimates 200 clicks on your ad per day. Then if you say, so if 10% of the people redeem the offer that click, and I think that's reasonable to estimate. It's a free trial. It's a free, 100% free thing. So 10 people out of the 200 join the gym for the trial. And what did I say? 10, let's say even 10% of those people so one person out of 10 that gets the trial actually becomes a member, then it's $200 that you made them. And that's in one day. It didn't all happen in one day, right? But over the long term, because of the clicks gained in one day, that's the long-term value. In one day made them $200. 1 day worth of your services. So imagine how much we'd make in 1 month. 30 days of getting that kind of conversion and those kind of numbers. All the while these numbers are coming in, we're learning about what's converting well. We're optimizing to make those numbers better over the whole course of action that this is taking place. So, see guys, it's really about breaking it down, specifically using that long-term value and the numbers specific to that business, and explaining to them real in depth how your strategies, step by step, are going to lead them from your services to making them money. So guys, to recap, the presentation itself should address every objection that you ever get. So start there. You might not even get any if you nail the presentation. When the objections come up, agree with them politely, say something positive about their business as you answer matter-of-factly and give the answer to their objection. And for the price objection specifically, really look at the long-term value of a customer, use their offer, use what you know about their business and their LTV to explain step-by-step and connect the dots from your ad and your services to where you'll directly make them money. And I think really that's the most confident and logical way you can present the service and counter that objection. That's certainly what I'll be using the next time I get a meeting. If you're interested in following along, learning from me as I go, as I make mistakes, I haven't had a meeting in a hot minute, so I'm excited to test this strategy that I've kind of been preaching to you guys over the last couple videos. Subscribe, and I will certainly update you guys as the meetings come in, as the business grows. And I'd love to have you guys along the way. Look forward to the next video. Remember, strive to thrive in life, in everything you do. See you guys in the